Outlaw or Mox. I struggle when I play more aggressive players. I struggle with dribble control. I think I play too fast. I just do the same training packs, maybe free play and just hit the ball around. Rings. Love to be more consistent. Would love it to be champ 1. Do I switch off ball cam too much? Am I hitting the ball wrong? Am I playing too aggressive? Outlaw, did you use the same write-up that Hunter Z used? Your questions were very similar. That's so funny. I thought I was looking at the same one for a second. Yeah, I'm happy to help. Am I playing too aggressive and not rotating right? All right, let's check it out, Mox. Let's see what we can help improve. This is Outlaw here. There we go. Play. Profile. Match history. Replays. Mox 01. Okay. Mox 07. Mox 07. I think this is him. Yeah, you have the same car design as Hypernova, so I was confused for a second, but I think this is you. Hypernova has the same car design. We were just analyzing him earlier, yeah. A lot of people use this one. I think pros started using this, and now other people use it. I don't know exactly which one it is, but we'll check out your car Mox. All right, we're a Diamond 1 player, Diamond 2 player. Sometimes playing too aggressive, doesn't know if you're rotating right, would love to be more consistent. Your dribble and aerial plays, you said. Start out with a free goal from your teammate. Cool. Cool. Switch to this type of overlay so that way you can see my drawings if I do them. Here we're going to go for some sort of ground play. So the ball goes to the left here. He misses his touch twice. Nice. We're going to go for some sort of ground to air dribble. I think we only use 1 jump there. We did use a tornado spin, but we really need 2 jumps here. When you only jump once, you don't catch back up to the ball quick enough, so there's too much of a gap between you and the ball. So when you're doing these ground setups here, see how you jump 1, and then you're too far, you're hitting this way too high. What we want to be doing is rather than boosting through the setup, I'm going to show you a training pack here. This is the dribble gym. The dribble gym. Where's dribble gym? I'll show you 2 ways to practice this. So this is one way, Mox, that you can practice this, which is dribble gym. So I put it here. Skip to the bouncers. So the bouncers are here on 12. Well, this is 1. Well, the mid-air bouncers. But I'm talking about the ground bouncers. The ground bouncers, 15. So when you do these setups, if you just jump with the ball once, you're not going to catch back up to it. So you can go like this, but you hit the ball way too far forward and you lose it. That was me too, hitting the ball too far forward. If I jump and I boost the whole way, this is, once again, a little bit too far. This could be like a quick play on the net, but it's a little too slow. It's taking a lot of time for me to get back to the ball. This would work if nobody was challenging you, but it's not very game realistic. Instead of 1 jump pulled through and we're stuck behind it, we want to use 2 jumps to apply the speed. So rather than boosting through the setup, you see I used no boost there. How using the second jump gave me enough speed to go on net nicely. Now, this is a little bit of an exaggeration. You can obviously tap your boost, but me using 2 jumps there gave it a much better pop and actually got back to the ball quicker. Combining together should look more like this. When you use those 2 jumps, we get back to the ball way faster. Okay? So we're using the second jump. Our second jump is the contact with the ball. That was actually a little too high. Ideally, you're hitting equally behind and under the ball. That was one of the best examples. And now we can get a 2-touch or a 3-touch air dribble or a reset. We actually get a scoring finish at the net. Like, we get a touch forward, but it's not too far to the point where we can't do anything. Like, with that would highly likely go in. So 2 jumps, boom, hit this ball up, and then from here we're using tornadoes, reverse tornadoes, other air roll adjustments to make the shot go on the net. But the key here with the setup is the use of the 2 jumps. 2 nice taps of the jump gets the ball going at the net, gets us a much nicer setup. Let me know if you have questions on that. I hope that's helpful. That's the one setup. You can also do this in free play. So if you just use the down command and then the right command to bounce the ball, you could also practice the setup here. 2 jumps once again. It's the same thing. We have a little bit less of a bounce to work with when I did it that way. You could use 2 bounces if you want. The mistake here is a lot of players like to try to time that. That's actually a very hard timing to get. I got it first try because I'm lucky, I guess. But that's usually what it looks like. That's usually what it'll look like. So instead, I'm using 2 jumps. My second jump is the contact. So remember, my second jump there is the contact. and then we're flying up at the ball. That was a little bit of a high touch, but you get the idea. Like this is a scoring opportunity. So the second jump is the contact, boom, and now we're making a scoring play for that. A couple examples of what that can look like. Hopefully that's helpful for you Diamond Champ, even Grand Champ players. If you're a plat, focus on your kickoffs. Wrong short for you. All right. We'll go back to your replay mocks. Back here. So yeah, we want to control this a little bit better. Not the end of the world. You want to use 2 jumps there, though, not 1, to get a more controlled pop. That's not so high, far, and forward. But, I mean, it ends up kind of working. Nice. Ends up working. Little sketch, but works. You're going to see the ball go to the right. You're going to grab boost. Support your teammate in the middle. This is good. Wait back. He's going to hit the ball to here. I would cut this. You had an opportunity. Here, he hit the ball too heavy. Maybe you're a little scared because you're last back. But remember, if they do hit you the ball, you go get it. Reverse. Start reversing right now. If you reverse into this ball and then half flip, you slam it into their corner before they get to it. Because it's rolling at you, you're first. But because you keep driving, you let Shadowkeeper cut in. Not the end of the world, but don't give the ball for free. Like, if you do have an opportunity to cut in and take it, go for it. So ready here, start reversing, go get that ball. This is fine. Once again, we're so super passive here. I don't know why we're so passive. So the ball, I know it's hard to understand, but you and this guy are equidistant from the ball. So you might be sitting here going, I'm scared to go. You know, I'm last man back, which you are. Put this on borderless. You are last man back here. This guy's close to the ball. This guy's close to the ball. Like, you're kind of equidistant. But the thing you have to understand is this ball's rolling this way. It's rolling towards your net. So you're first. If you go here, it's going to come to you. Ball's going to come to you. So what we need to be doing here is we need to be driving into the front post, up the back wall. Use the front post to get to the back wall here. This is your ball. Your ball. Keep driving straight. But we just, I don't know why, we just turn back and we let them take a shot on us, which is very risky. We should not be doing this. You have this ball. Keep driving forward. Drive up the back wall. I know this is deceiving, but when the ball's rolling towards us, we're going to be first, even if I'm equidistant with the opponent. It's an important Rocket League lesson. Okay, we're full boost. This is good. Supporting the teammate. Hustle. I would get up behind your teammate. Support him much more aggressively here. When you do get that beat on the opponent, you want to... Nice. Get a demo. Support your teammate aggressively. This ball goes behind you. You got to hustle now. Speed flips. I want to see a speed flipping here. We need to be getting back much quicker. I need some hustle. You're using boost, but here you could be wave dashing and then speed flipping, and then you're instantly supersonic. We just drive down the wall, and we might have scuffed it, but we need to be wave dashing and speed flipping consistently in Diamond. Ideally. Those are fundamentals. You're going to get a 50 here. This ball goes into the corner. Your teammate's challenging it. The opponent's challenging it. I don't know why we jump here. This jump is bad. I mean, it gives you a little bit of speed, but it actually makes you really easy to demo. Like, this guy could just wait for you to land, but he's speed flipping through the middle, so he's also missing his opportunity. So nobody in this lobby is playing for demos. You're probably not at a rank where people play for demos yet, but when you jump in the midfield like this, you become a very easy demo target. I know you think you're dodging. Maybe some people think they're dodging the demo. You're not dodging the demo with these wave dash things. You need more speed. Like, if somebody sees you jump here, it's very easy to just demo you right there when you land. But he's not focused on you. He's just focused on the ball, so you'll be okay for a sec, but be careful. So here, too, like, you have this ball. You're kind of panicking here. We need to hit this ball into the corner, ideally. I think maybe you're trying to play it to your teammate, but you play it way too far to the midfield there. Gives them a 50 or a potential opportunity to hit the ball first. I would just play it to your teammate or into the corner. Yeah, and we're just missing our opportunities to go for the ball. So here, turn, and now you go for the ball here. Jump, front flip. Not go. We just hesitate, and then, yeah, we're letting them shoot point blank. So that was an awkward read. I could understand this is more like a skill issue. That's just kind of getting a read, but the previous play where we saw a similar situation was understanding that you were first to the ball. So make sure you go. A little bit of hesitation. Ball goes middle. This is dangerous. We're kind of challenging into nothing. Teammate hits the ball forward. If we get a bad 50 there, we're screwed. But you're gonna be fine. Hustle to the net. I would get a little bit quicker. If they get a shot on net, you might be scored on. You're a little bit slow here. So make sure we're not. We generally want to be avoiding sitting still. So like here, we should be driving forward towards the play. This guy's facing the wrong way, facing backwards. Your teammate's moving. It's very unlikely this guy's gonna get a good touch. He's facing backwards right now. So we should be driving forward towards the play, playing more aggressive. Because you just sit still here, by the time it is time to go, you're slow. You have to use all your boost to catch up, and then you're taking a 50. If you're just driving forward right now, rather than turning back and power sliding and braking, like specifically here, this power slide and brake is too passive, you're not adequately supporting your teammates. So you got to recognize opportunities to move forward. So here you brake, but he's facing the wrong way. So you got to be more aggressive with how you move forward. Makes you a little too slow. You rarely want to be sitting still in Rocket League. It's often not a good idea. Makes you less flexible. Good attempt on the landing. We get too heavy of a touch, but it's a good attempt. You're air rolling left, trying to land on the wall. The main thing we want to remember when getting these touches in the corners is you want to delay your takeoff as long as possible. So here you jump from way behind the ball and then try to land, but this hits the ball heavy forward and makes your recovery awkward. If you just wait to take off until the last possible second, this recovery is way easier. You hit under the ball. So keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Double jump at the last second rather than single jumping and air rolling. Using 2 jumps is something that I think we're missing right now. The second jump can also resist your knockback through the ball, which makes those recoveries easier. Gonna grab boost here. Get the ball. I want to see a better shot, but it goes in. Nice. Hit the ball with the nose of your car, ideally. But do a little butt bump. Hit it in. Little butt bump. Never hurt anyone. Looking for that boost. I'll be playing in the midfield here. Once you concede that boost to the opponent, and the other guy's to the right, he's taking the mid boost. You just got to play pad here. You got to assume that mid boost is taken. You don't have time to go to the right here. He's taking that. And I probably wouldn't go to the corner without checking the play. I would grab these 2 boosts in the midfield, grab this, and then wait to go to the corner. Because now you're going to the corner, but the play's moving forward. So you're not supporting the play once again. So you should be moving back here, grabbing this pad, waiting to see who wins this challenge. If they win this challenge, you flip back. If you win this challenge, you turn and you move up. But here you just decide, I'm going corner boost, front flip. And then you start looking at the play. Oh, hello. But once again, you're a little slow. So just... how do I say this? Make your decisions after you check the play, not before you check the play. So you're making the decision here, I'm going corner boost. Whereas I'd be grabbing the mid pad, just playing a little bit more flexibly. If your teammate does get a full beat there, you want to turn up and go score the ball. Which he does. Teammate gets a dunk. You're going to support to the left here. Teammate might turn here. He doesn't. Decent 50. Nice. Rotate down. I notice you're doing a lot of this movement where you jump and wave dash. This jump and wave dash is... it can be used. It's not really useful in the situations you're using it. You're using it to like delay your recovery. This jump wave dash move is when you want to delay a speed boost. You want a speed boost, but you don't want it now. Here, I would just be flipping. You want a speed boost. You need to go grab boost. So make sure you're using your recovery mechanics, I suppose, in the right situations. Here, we should be jumping off the wall, wave dashing down, and then speed flipping and grabbing pads. But instead, we kind of slow down. We use a jump. We don't get the recovery we want, but it ends up not mattering too much. But I feel like you're not selecting your recovery mechanics in quite the situations I would. So be careful. Like that jumping wave dash, like this is what I want to see you be doing. And then speed flipping is more useful than the wave dash off the ground right back onto it again. Not bad. Supporting your teammate. Shadow. Just guard the pass here. Okay, you're moving too far back there. So we need to move a little farther forward. So you're doing a good job supporting here, but when he starts moving to the middle, cut him off. Cut him off. You have a shot. It's very obvious what he's going to do. He can only take the ball this way. He's facing backwards, right? He can't shoot at you. So like the best he could do is flick to your teammate, but you should just be playing the dunk here. Going back to your net is a mistake. Now you give him a space to flick. You need to stay with the guy here. When he moves left, nice. Go and then try to cut him off here. That's what I would be going for. Nice, you got this touch. This is good. Once again, remember the double jump technique. I think this is one of the most important things you can learn how to do is double jump through these touches. This is a very common situation that's happening. This isn't a bad touch. It hits the ball forward, but it just looks a little clunky. We're often using one jump and then air rolling and just letting that touch be the second one. I think we tried to flip there, but I'll show you what I mean by this in a second. Nice, ball comes middle. I can't quite get flip back. Nice, probably gonna have to play corner boost here. Good. Block the mid pass. Go for it. Good air roll. Try to stay behind the ball. It's fine. Probably let teammate go. You're fine. Play the mid. Okay, now you can cut it off if you want. You could cut it there once they leave for you. Just a little slow. Here, jump, wave dash, speed flip. You're just missing these opportunities to recover faster. And so you're just like, you're just a little bit slower than maybe you want to be. Jump, use that inside of the net to jump off, wave dash, and then speed flip. Feels bad. Feels bad. Goes right to him, and then you just top left, bang. Teammates grab and boost. Feels bad. Try again. There you go. Okay, we got boost in the midfield. And not much we can do yet. We kind of have to wait his touch. Nice. You keep moving forward. You get a better angle. Good job. Shouldn't be in, but watch the middle ball. You're playing a little too passive there. I would guard the net a little bit more aggressively. So flip here. When this ball goes middle, I would not be swinging wide around like this. Like I would be moving in closer to this part of the net. If this shot is like better, like bottom left or here, like you could get scored on. Your teammate's kind of guarding it, but you're lucky he plays it all the way across. You swung out a little too wide here. Like this swing out wide is a little too slow in my opinion. There's a ball that you might not be able to save there that's below front post. Good. We kind of hit it into him. Flick the camera to the right to check where he is here. We kind of make our play in the blind and then just give him the ball. Good 50. Nice. Go up the field quick. Want to be playing this ball. Oh, feels bad. Our control could be a little bit better here, but your control is not bad for a diamond. It's very solid for a diamond. We were just watching a champ who had like similar control to you. Maybe a little better. He had a little better control, but your control is not bad for a diamond. I would say the main issues are how you're supporting your teammate, when you're rotating. Perhaps the consistency of your touches is another one. But yeah, using your second jump, using your recoveries more. You're not always using your recoveries. Bang. Oh, luckily he misses. Like here, I would be speed flipping up once again. Go get the ball faster. That touch seems a little awkward. There we go. This touch might be better. Yeah, a lot of our air dribbles that you're going for are like these single jump air dribbles, which are just very hard to do. Using two jumps is going to make you way more effective. So obviously watch the demos at the start of this. But I also want to see you using your recoveries more. So here as we rotate back, once again, the ball's moving into my corner. I'm moving up the midfield until I know that I can either turn up, like if my teammate gets a beat here, I turn up, or if he doesn't get a beat, then maybe I go back post, and if I have tons of time, I'll grab corner boost. But what you often do, Mox, is you make a decision without looking at the play. You turn ball cam off and you go, I want this corner boost. Don't know what's going on in the play, but I'm going to go get this corner boost. Okay, now we're looking. And it's like, oh, the ball was almost just in your net a second ago. Like if your teammate got demoed here or beat here, you wouldn't even know because you were just, your eyes off the play. So remember, where you move on the field, how much time you have is based on if you're getting attacked or not. So you can't just decide you want that corner boost and then shut off ball cam and then come back to the play in 3 seconds. Ideally, you would be watching the play, driving down the midfield, and only when you realize you have time do you peel off for that corner boost. Right now, it feels backwards. Like you decide at this point in time where we know nothing about the play that I want the boost, which is not like the logical order to go for. Make sure you're making your decisions based off of the information in the lobby. If you're just making it based off of feel or what you want, you're going to just leave your net open a lot. Yeah, and so there's just some fundamental movement stuff we can work on. There we go. That was better. That was better use of the 2 jumps, waiting for the last second. You get a better touch there. Good child. See if they get an air dribble. Grab this boost. Probably go all the way back here. Yep, that'll work. Single jump air dribble. You love your single jump air dribbles. So I think your play was very good, man. Obviously, you're winning, so you're doing a good job. Some of the main things that I want to highlight are what I was calling those like single jump air dribble plays, which is like when we're making a touch in the corner. How do I describe this? Like the ball's moving into the corner here. Okay. If we want to make an outplay touch, we wait till... Oh, shoot, that wasn't the bounce I wanted. If we want to make an outplay touch, what we're looking for here is like... it's really hard to set up in these lobbies. What I'm looking for is... Ball's going into the corner here. I'm going to wait till the last second to jump. I'm going to jump here, and I'm like an air roll, land, go again. These aren't the best examples. Maybe I can get one right in the corner there. It's like here. No, these aren't the best examples. I'll just start one low. So what you were doing here is like to get your 2 touches. Your 2 touches look something like this. You would jump here, hit it behind, land, and then try to go get it. And this is not bad, but it creates a lot of time between your first touch and your second touch. I'll show it again. When you jump here, you had the right idea of like, okay, I'm air roll lefting, but you were jumping from so far away here. It was like you would get your touch forward, you would land, and then you try to go again. Show one more time, even closer to the wall. Maybe here. Similarly on this wall. You would jump back here, you would get your touch, you would air roll, and you would land. This is fine, but what we want to be doing is we want to delay our jump to land closer to the ball to get a softer touch. So instead of jumping back here, I would wait till I got under it here. Wait till I'm under. I would get this touch, and then I would be right behind it again. So I sort of make my touch under the ball. I'll show again on this side. Rather than taking off and trying to hit behind the ball, which what you would do, you would like take off and hit behind the ball here. Excuse me, you would go like this. You clear it into the corner, you would land, and then you would chase. I have to do a little bit of chasing here. And there's a wide gap between me and the ball. I'll show it on this wall. Let this bounce up. When I go like this, I can get this touch forward, but then this takes a while before I land and go get it again. It's not terrible. It's good level 1. But level 2, the better level of control we want you to get to, is being able to hit the ball under here. So like take off at the last second. Then by the time you get back to the ball, it hasn't even bounced yet. It just gives you a more floaty touch that you could follow up better. I hope this is making sense. If the ball's closest to the wall, this makes like the most sense. You want to really wait till you get under it to make this touch here. So like you're hitting it before it even bounces. And that's how you get like the best multiple touches on the ball that you sort of can't be challenged. Hopefully that makes sense. Somebody said, when do the clothes come off? That's a good, Scott. That's a good question. If you pay extra. If we donate $10,000, I will take my shirt off. Actually, I'll take 10,000 V-Bucks, one or the other. Hello, Abodi Alsana. So hopefully that was helpful. That was like 25 minutes of analysis. And then, yeah, I think there was one other tactic I taught you, which was like recovering it out of the net. Like if you ever do get stuck on your net like this, you could jump, get a nice wave dash, and speed flip. I would be practicing these. I didn't see you speed flipping consistently. Like every time we're going off a wall, this jump, wave dash, speed flip combo, super useful for getting our speed up. Jump, wave dash, speed flip, super fast to get back to supersonic. You just need like 10 boost, and then you're back. So I want to see us using that a little bit more. Anytime I'm off the wall, jump, wave dash, speed flip, I'm full boost. Or full speed. Excuse me. Very useful technique for you to practice. So yeah, that's it, my man. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, Outlaw. Hopefully I answered your questions pretty well, Mox. Let's see. Am I hitting the ball wrong? Yes. To where I lose control of my car. Exactly right. So hopefully that technique helped you. You want to delay your jump. You want to use 2 jumps on the ground to air dribbles. And yeah, we covered this. I think I play too fast sometimes. I actually don't know if you play too fast. I would say you don't use recovery mechanics enough. You use your boost too much. Do you switch off ball cam too much? Yes, you do switch off ball cam too much. You do switch off ball cam and go chase boosts without looking at the play. So yeah, your instincts were right. You were spot on, Mox. Hopefully this gives you some tangible, like, kind of examples of how we can improve these things. And I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. I'll send you this recording. Just finished. Good luck, Mox. I think this will help a lot. You are correct about turning off ball cam too much. And I gave you some pointers and example training packs for better ball control. Hope that helps. All right.